royal couple's whirlwind tour of Australia continues. Prince Charles and Camilla touched down in Sydney last night, making New South Wales the 5th state they have visited in just 4 days. Sunrise correspondent Edwina Bartholomew's been hot on their heels, and she joins me now. Eddie, good morning again. So run us through what they're getting up to today.
Well, the good news is, Mel, it looks like the weather is clearing up, because this morning they'll travel by boat from Admiralty House, where they stayed overnight, to Garden Island, where they meet with the Chief of the Defence Force there and also Defence Force families and inspect the Royal Guard of Honour. Then it's on to the Museum of Contemporary Art for a wool fashion function for the Prince of Wales in his position there as a supporting role for wool industries both here and in the UK. Then on to Bondi Beach, where they'll play some NRL, and to the Sydney Opera House for a Diamond Jubilee reception this afternoon. It follows on from a very busy day in Tassy yesterday. Let's have a look.
If only these buildings could talk and the convicts who built them could see the future King and Queen wandering down the main street of Richmond. The music would suggest they thought Koshi was coming. But Charles and Camilla will do for 80-year-old Herb McKinley, who remembers when the Queen came to Tassie.
That was a good day. And
is it rude to ask how old you were then?
Stone the Crows were about 22.
With time tight, they toured a mini replica Hobart and went straight to the pub for a midi, or a pot down here of Cascade.
It must be 6 o'clock somewhere in the world.
Delighting publican Clay Ackroyd.
So, Clay, this is the actual glass he drank from.
This is the actual glass that Charles drank from, yes. That I poured, yes.
What are you going to do with it?
I'll probably get it engraved and put it in a little box and sit it behind the bar.
It's thirsty work, this heir to the throne business, even when you're just watching the shearing.
Stop.
The Prince was wearing a special suit made of Australian wool, very sharp, even if it did look a little out of place on a sheep stud. Fortunately, it was weatherproof, as Tasmania resembled rainy England for most of the day.
A beautiful morning. Now it's started to rain. We forgot our umbrella, so kindly, in the spirit of the royal tour, someone's lent us theirs.
Yet the royal couple soldiered on to Salamanca Place, where hundreds of Tasmanians had been waiting all day. And after 7 full hours in the Apple Isle, they went Hobart to Sydney, from our smallest state to our biggest city.
Now, you may have noticed the conspicuous absence of our Prime Minister Julie Gillard throughout this tour. That's because she's been overseas. She will catch up with the royal couple when they continue on to Canberra tomorrow. And I must say just quickly a thank you to the Richmond Arms for that cold beer before we left there and headed back to Hobart. Really hit the spot.
Good to know.
Yeah, the news director's also on the phone about the umbrella, Eddie.
Thank you. And Koshi loved the music. Thanks, Eddie. Talk to you soon.